Hi, my name is Dominic Tolero, and I'm Director of Industry Solutions at IBIS Inc. As part of our Advanced Supply Chain Software Suite, today we're going to talk about Advanced Business Intelligence and Analytics Management. The big story today in the market is all about big data. How do you manage big data? How do you slice and dice it? How do you get that information to the people that need it? In our Advanced Supply Chain Software, we capture a lot of information because we're basically supporting a process that starts from the minute I start planning what it is that I'm going to sell, how I'm going to sell it, the discounts, who are going to be my vendors, what kind of agreements am I going to have, the special price agreements, the trade agreements that I put together, the chargebacks and rebates I'm expecting, to the type of information I get when I place an order, how many times do I substitute, up to the information that goes together with, the inventory. In other words, do I get it out on time? Do I get out everything on time? Are my orders okay? Am I shipping the amount of revenue that I need? There's just so much that needs to be managed, and the systems are there to capture that information. The problem is, how do you slice and dice that information and make it available for managers and operational people? A lot of people on the floor, whether it be the warehouse or in the office, as they're planning shipments and so forth, need that information. They need to have that information at their fingertips. Basically, what we're looking at is we want you to be able to come in the morning, turn your system on, and the first thing that pops up on the screen after you've logged in is your KPIs, your key performance indicators. In other words, what do I need to focus on today? You cannot manage everything in a business. There's way too much to manage in a business process that starts from planning all the way to execution. And by execution, I mean the invoicing as well, not just the shipping. And in the case of distributors, the rebates that still have to come from our vendors. So you cannot manage everything. Therefore, you need to manage by exceptions. That's the only way you're going to make it through the day, and that's the only way that you're going to address the issues that are causing you a problem, that are affecting your margins. What we've done is we've added over 93 Advanced Business Intelligence and Analytics reports in the system. When you walk in the morning, let's say you're one of the folks that handles shipping in the back. You want to walk in, and as a manager for that, you want to look at, there was a night shift that was working, you want to see your line count fill rate. Did I ship everything? Did I have everything in the right amount for this? If you want to also maybe see the perfect order measurement. In other words, it was the exact way that order was supposed to be shipped out. That's exactly how I shipped it out. If you're somebody on the sales side and you're interested in seeing what's happening with orders, you may want to walk in and see the average sales by customers or transactions, or maybe the gross margins, or average revenue. There's a lot of information. Again, this screen is only showing a few of them. We have over 93. If you're higher up in the food chain, you might want to sit down and start looking at your cost to serve report. Am I charging the right prices? Do I need to change those prices? Who's the customer that's getting the most for the least, and how do I change that? All of that information is information that's been kept in the system, and now we're making it available to you, and we're making it available to you also not just in reports, but we've also got gauges that you'll be able to see. So if the gauge is green, wow, everything went great for that specific function. So perhaps you're looking at back orders by customers. Well, if you walk in and it's green, you're doing fine. And by the way, you set those parameters, so we don't set those for you. If on the other hand you walk in and it's red, wow, you got a problem, especially if it's skipped over the orange part of it. So it's something that you need to deal with, and that's an exception that you need to deal with today. That is not something that you'd walk in and say, well, okay, when I walk in the morning, I do this function first, I do this one next, I do, and have a list and get to it whenever you get to it. That's not the way it works. If something is red, you get to it now, not when you get to it, because the next call may be from your CEO or your boss anyways. That might be to find out, why is it that we've got an issue here? Why is this customer calling me directly? Why is this vendor calling me directly? You're our controller. Those are all questions that you need to be on top of. And with Advanced Business Intelligence and Analytics in our Advanced Supply Chain Software, that information is all being made available to you. And again, as I said, that you can set up the parameters in order to decide how tight you want that parameter to be or how loose you want it to be. And based on the type of reports, those would be different, obviously. The benefits that we view that this brings to our customers is that we optimize the real-time information. In other words, you get that information real time. As you ship an order, as you pick an order, as you get a return, as you close an order, that information is updated real time in the system. But the beauty of it is we make it usable. The problem with big data is it was always there. You just couldn't get to it. You just couldn't massage it. You really wanted to have it. So you had this big view of a whole bunch of stuff, but by the time you sat down and started going through it and you got the result, it may not be the one you wanted, and by then it might be too late anyways. So not only is it real time and it comes to you that way, but it is usable, which is extremely important when you're looking at data. And again, in keeping with why we created our advanced supply chain software, we created it to help you maintain and increase your margins. That's always been extremely important to us because we know it's important to our customers. So maintaining and increasing our margins is the reason why we've been creating these various modules out there, and our advanced business intelligence and analytics is one of the major modules that we've done to reach those goals. For more information on advanced business intelligence analytics or advanced supply chain software in general, please visit our website at www.ibisinc.com. Thank you.